Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, The Preppy Project. Today I wanted to show y'all a couple pairs of shoes that I have been loving now, and I got them at a discount, so let me tell y'all about it. And do y'all not love this shirt? Isn't it adorable? It's giving vintage preppy girl vibes, you know what I'm saying? I found it at the thrift store for $5 and it's like brand new, so I wore it to my internship today. Hey girl, I had my first solo intake session. So before, I'd only sat in on intake sessions to see how the other therapists did it, but today I did my own. It was crazy, you know what I mean? It was like, wow. But I mean, the more I do it, the easier it'll get, because I was so nervous. Like, I checked my Apple Watch after and my heartbeat was like 140. Okay, I was so stressed. But like, before I got in there, I like took a deep breath. I was like, I said my little prayer and we got through it. Obviously, I mean, I have to make myself realize that, like, even though I feel like I'm coming across as nervous, like, the client is just as nervous, you know what I mean? Like, they're in a new environment, they're talking to someone they've never met before too. So like, you know, I'm trying to cut myself some slack, but there were some times in there where I'm like, I could have more easily transitioned into that talking point, or I could have asked that question better, you know, things like that. But overall, amazing. Okay, amazing. So anyway, I wore this shirt today and I wore the shoes. I'm gonna show y'all these adorable little shoes that I got from Walmart. Okay, girl. And you know what? I love wearing wedges right now when I go to my internship, because right now, like, I'm a student counselor because I'm still in school, so I'm like an intern. So sometimes it feels like I am like wearing the costume of a therapist, or like I'm cosplaying as a therapist, just because, you know, like, I don't know, like I'm still getting used to it, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's been my dream for so long, and now that I'm like doing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that's me, like, I'm living the dream, you know what I mean? So wearing some little wedges, I'm like, okay, queen, like a therapist, a diva, love it. So, and I wanted some wedges because my old ones, let me show you these, I was so irritated. These I had that I was always wearing. These are the other ones that I liked that I was wearing for a long time. And look what happened to them. The heel is coming off. And this is happening on both shoes. Okay, if y'all know any tips, because honestly, I've had so many shoes do this, and I have tried super glue, like the one made for the shoes, E6000. I guess that's all I tried, and it did not work, because I had another pair of wedges that did that. Honestly, girl, the wedges that literally broke on me as I was walking to my undergrad graduation. Okay, like, that would have been terrible if they broke as I was walking across the stage, but like, the Lord was watching out for me that day, because as I was walking to the stadium to like go to like the setup thing where they told everybody where to sit and everything, I'm like walking across the street and I'm like, my shoe's feeling a little loose. Look down and it was completely separated. Anyway, it worked out because I had another pair of shoes in my car from when I did my grad school interview. So like, my guardian angels and Jesus were watching over me that day. Oh my gosh, because wouldn't that have been tragic if I was like, then I feel like I would have had to take them off and walked like barefoot across the stage. I don't know. Who knows what I would have done, because it was like literally like that, fully separated. But anyway, those were the same shoes that I wore to my high school graduation. So by the time I wore them to the undergrad graduation, they were like 4 years old, but I didn't wear them that often. And then I tried to glue them back together, like I said, and it didn't work. So that was sad. They were from Target and I really loved them and they were comfortable. But anyway, so I'm telling y'all, if y'all know anything, tell me, because I haven't found something that worked yet. So, okay, that was a side story. But that's why also when I bought these shoes, I'm kind of picky now, because I've looked at other shoes in stores and I've gone like this and pulled on the straps a little bit to see if they look like they're about to come off. Because I mean, I'm telling y'all, like, I don't know, shoes are just being made cheaply right now. Like, even expensive ones from like, I don't know where, like expensive name brands or whatever from TJ Maxx and stuff have straps that look like they're about to like come off, you know what I mean? So these do not feel that way. These feel like they're pretty sturdy. So I found these at Walmart. Now in store they were on sale for $17. They were originally $25, but then I was so mad because I looked them up online to see if they had any other colors because I really liked the way they fit and everything, and they're $12 online. Okay. But then I'm like, I would have had to pay for shipping if I didn't buy over 35. So I was like, okay, I guess it's fine. But anyway, so if you go onto Walmart.com right now and you like these shoes, then buy them because I'm sure they'll run out of sizes soon. But they're only $12 right now, but they only have the black color, which is the ones that I got. So they look like this. I love that they have the little square toe because it does make your foot look really nice. And they did the cute little cap part here on the end, which I think also just gives it a very nice look. And now they're about as comfortable as any wedge that you wear, honestly. They're not super comfortable or anything. And I got these in an 8. I usually wear an 8.5, but I honestly can't remember if they didn't have an 8.5, or I feel like I tried on the 8.5 and it was a little big around here because I do have a narrower foot. So if you do too, you might want to go down like a half size because this part was too wide on my foot. The 8, this part fits nice on my foot. So I got those, and let me show you the other shoes that I've really been loving right now. So I have my pair of Sambas that I wear, those are like my go-to shoes. Like literally every time I go to class I wear them. I just wear them everywhere, like nonstop. But I've been doing a weekend job that is outside, but I still want to look nice because it's like a sales kind of job. So, well, not nice, but you know what I mean. So I'm like, oh, I would generally wear the Sambas, and I wore those a couple weeks ago, but I'm like, I need something so when I'm outside and it's been like raining and I'm like in, you know, whatever, there's mud around and stuff like that. Like, I do not want to be getting my Sambas dirty because I work pretty hard to keep them clean, you know what I mean? And to keep the suede clean. So, I needed something that I could be like, okay, like they still look cute, kind of like a Samba, but you know, not $100, you know? So I found these. They don't look they look better in person almost. They look more expensive in person. But they're just a metallic shoe, which is adorbs and very on trend right now. Like, I love the actual Samba metallic ones, but they were sold out. A girl in my class had them, and I was like, girl, I didn't even know they made them in metallic. And she was like, yeah, they sold out so fast. But I got these, and I wanted a metallic, honestly, because I wanted to be able to wipe them off easily. And the other day, it completely rained and was super muddy, and I was able to wipe them off pretty good. I didn't get that part. I don't think I saw that part. But they pretty much came clean. And these I think are super comfortable. Like, that day I stood for like 9 hours and never sat down once. And 8 or 9 hours, I don't know. No, I guess it was like 8 hours, I guess. Yeah. And I never sat down, and my feet did not hurt. I just think they're really cute and very on trend for right now, and they're super comfortable to walk in. And I got these in a size 8 as well. So let me tell y'all a little hack on these, because okay, these are Universal Thread, so by Target. And let me tell y'all about how I get the Target stuff for cheap, and it is by going on to eBay, and there is a seller. So you have to like, I Google it, and you can find it easier that way than finding it on eBay. But if you Google bullseye deals on eBay, like put in bullseye deals eBay, and it'll come up, because bullseye deals is like the overstock retailer from Target. Like, it says they're the official like overstock people. So they have stuff that was at Target, but they sell it way, way, way cheaper in their eBay store, and it has free shipping, which is like, girl, crazy. So these were on there originally, like on Target, they were $29. They're $12. What the heck? So for $12, I was like, okay, well, let me get some shoes that still look cute and go with my outfits and stuff, but will wash off easily, you know? So it's just like a fashion kind of sneaker kind of thing. So, and I've gotten so many things from Bullseye Deals, and like, they need to sponsor me or something, because I bought so much from them. Like, I bought both of the big, you can't really tell, but the big pillows that were hearth and hand and hearth, I always want to say it the other way around, hearth and hand. Both of those pillows were like $35 or something in store, but they had them on the air new for like, what were they? Like $13 or $14. And then what else did I get? I also got, I love Threshold sheets. Like the Threshold sheets are my absolute favorite. And these that are really cute, like, can I show y'all? These are Opal House, but it's the same fabric as the Threshold. These were $7. Yeah, crazy. And I only bought them because my other Threshold sheets that I've had for like 7 years got a hole in them. So I was like, let me find some for cheap because I don't really care that much about the pattern, you know? And I found those for $7. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And I'm telling y'all, like, Threshold sheets, they have the best fabric, and you don't have to worry about them coming off of your bed because they have the good elastic around every corner. So those are like total favorites. So that's what I'm telling y'all, like bullseye deals, look it up, girl, because if you like the Target shoes or whatever, they always eventually end up on there for like 1/3 of the price. So that was kind of like my 2 favorite budget shoes right now. And also a few little side stories about what's been going on in my life. But anyway, so I hope that y'all enjoyed. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful day or night. I would love to hear what's been going on in the comments. Tell me about if you have some favorite like eBay sellers that you get some good budget things from. Or tell me, like, do you have a favorite pair of shoes that are inexpensive but like are dupes of more expensive shoes? I don't know. I'd love to know. Be sure to go follow my blog, thepreppyproject.com, subscribe to the channel, like all the things, and I appreciate y'all watching this video and hanging out with me for a little bit. And how distracting was it that you can see my foot in my closet mirror door right there? I hope that wasn't very distracting. Sorry. But anyway, I will see y'all on my next video. Thanks for watching.